Okay, there we are. Happy Monday, everybody. Hi, husband. Hopefully, mew. Oh, Asher's saying hi too. You wanna come up here? Psst, psst. You wanna come up, say hi? You gonna cooperate? Oh, come here. Oh, Asher moment. Here we go. Come here. Asher's saying hi too. Say hi. Oh, he hates it so much. He hates it when I give him too much love. Patient kitty. Okay. Yeah, hopefully everybody's weekend was good and you got to relax, maybe play some pretend. Yes, your goth son. Um, and everybody's feeling okay. It's freaking cold here in Florida today. Not freezing, but cold enough that, very overnight. It was hot yesterday and overnight it got cold. So, like you do. um, yeah, so hopefully everybody's feeling good and the week is kind to you. um, the third session now went incredibly well. Probably our best session yet. Everybody was really into it. Everybody was role playing extremely well. Some NPC interactions happened that continue to build upon character outlook and things, which is super fun. The one of my players, Azalea, will not be in town 2 weeks from now, so it'll be a month. Some big laughs, yes, absolutely. I re-listened to the rest of the episode, the session today, just to remind myself, and it was a very giggly episode, which I'm happy for. Hi, Eek! Welcome in. Just talking about how well the session went. Hey, Doc, how are you? Um, but yeah, lots of giggling this session. A little bit of combat. Session good, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. So yeah, because Azalea, I believe if I remember, have it on my calendar correctly, Azalea will not be in town next time. Eek needs a chat prompt as a player. Oh, okay. I'll set that up. I'll do like Eek or Nubia or something maybe. um, I am also. I can't remember who suggested it. I think it was last stream, but they said they want me to set up a command or a reward, a channel points reward that does an audio thing. I have not been able to sit down and research that yet. I will be working on that this week and try to figure out how the fuck that works. But yeah, the session was hi Stinks, how are you? Wow, a lot happened to the point that the players wanted to keep going even after we could have called it, which I appreciated. It was the longest session yet. I think it was 3.5 hours ish. So that made me very happy. So it's going to be a month until our next session because the player will be out of town. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. The idea came up in our chat earlier today to do a modern AU game, which I am considering using. One second. I hope you like my suggestion for Galdor. All of your suggestions, yeah, I'm gonna go over that in a sec. But I'm thinking, I'm gonna read through this. I kickstarted Lo-Fi Bards to study and relax to. I kickstarted this like a year ago or whenever it was being funded. And it's a super chill, super calm little game. It's a very simple system and it's way more narrative than it is combat focused or anything like that. I think it's based on the Powered by Apocalypse engine, I believe, or inspired by it maybe. Hang on. Hang on. Mute. Alright. Just proofreading what I have so far for Aliu's Guide to Galdor, making sure there are no typos or anything. Great, awesome, I'm excited. Sorry about the wiki thing. Apparently, I guess nobody had clicked on the wiki before now, which is totally fine. That's very specific. But I didn't know you couldn't like openly share that wiki. I thought when I was reading how the site worked, it was supposed to be like a public thing that you can share, but I guess not. So I'm looking into what to use. I might do Obsidian Portal or I might do World Anvil. Those are the two things that I know well enough that there was a wiki. It's no longer there because I cannot share it. Yeah, I was uploading information slowly but surely onto the wiki. All the stuff that I write on stream was being slowly moved over, but with my chat earlier today with Stinks, because they're putting together the guide, which I greatly appreciate, it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to start over from scratch. So that's going to be a project that's going to take some time. So I do apologize. I do plan to have a wiki up online where people can visit and just kind of look into Galdor and learn about it. But unfortunately, the one that I had did not work. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. So please be patient with me. I wanted something very bare bones without too many bells and whistles, because World Anvil is kind of stressful for me. Just because there's just so much going on, and a lot of it is locked behind paywalls. And since I want this to look nice, I want it to be what I need it to be, I don't have the, you know, extra cash right now. I'm saving up for a mic. That's where all my extra money is going right now. So the, you know, anything subscription based or, you know, services like that are gonna have to wait. Yeah, World Anvil is great when you pay maximum price. Yes, my friend was years ago, very kindly, my friend gifted me like a year subscription, and it was fucking great. And then I realized how little you get access to when you're not paying for it, and so I stopped using the service because it's honestly, it's a lot of money. And I know they have server costs. I'm not faulting them, but it's in my current financial situation, it's a lot of fucking money. So I can't. I cannot do that, as of right now. So I am looking at my options, so please be patient with me. I hope to have a wiki set up sometime soon. We'll see. But, hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. They were also using it more than us. Yeah, our friends were using it as well. We were, like, sharing a world and building a world together, which I still have. It's for our World of Darkness campaign, and it's a useful thing to be able to reference to. But and I had fun building the pages for my characters. But yeah, so I'm gonna check out Obsidian first, and see how that does free. Outside of that, I have no idea. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. And Glaive, yeah, Glaive didn't go anywhere though, so you know. But yeah, the system or the session was fantastic, and so much so I consider a story or an idea or whatever, a campaign especially, to be successful the minute characters start getting AU ideas. And all of my players want to do a modern AU now. So that's gonna be fun. I'm also getting fan art, which is also a huge tell, which is amazing. My Eek actually was kind enough to make a little portrait of all the lady characters for the for the lady characters. No, not Rule 34. No, I have a minor in my group. I cannot do that. We do not do that. But fan art of just their characters interacting with NPCs, that kind of thing. For, yeah, Women's History Month. Sorry, I got hot take. Contrary to the name, World of Darkness is more of a comedy game than a true horror and mystical situation. Well, that's the funny thing about World of Darkness, because you got, like, the different, like, Old World of Darkness, Vampire the Masquerade, Vampire the emo one. What is that called? I don't play that one. I only play Vampire the Masquerade. Vampire the Requiem. There it is. Sorry, I remember. And Vampire the Requiem is way sadder than Vampire the Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade is if you want to be Batman who's also a vampire. It's a superhero game. Let's be fucking honest. It's not really as sad as you think it is. Unless your storyteller makes it so. And it's not sad in the way you're fucking expecting if you're my storyteller. It's like, oh, you make me sad in a whole way I was not prepared for. Yay. Yeah. But, oh yeah, let me bring up the picture. Hang on. Let's go over here. So Eek was kind enough... Whoop, Discord. I'm trying desperately to draw Sudai and it's just not working out. Scales are hard. Yeah, I can only imagine. We had some interactions, man, and it was great. It was a great session. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. And... there it is. Okay, sorry. Shit definitely happened. This is the portrait that Eek was kind enough to make of all the female characters in the game, which I greatly appreciate. We got Nubia, Fable, we've got Azalea here. Is this is Evelyn, yes? I assume? And then the two girls. So I just checked. I have Grandmaster on World and will only use it for my world, my friend's world. If you want to use it because money is tough, I have no objection, irregardless if I continue to watch you. Oh, we will talk about that. Thank you. We'll see how that works. World of Darkness is a great avenue for all sorts of emotions, but especially comedy and tragedy. Also, that is beautiful art. Holy shit. If I could afford it, I would commission you. Eek is a fantastic artist. I'll show some other stuff. And then I've got, yeah, the girls that I've got Lila and Juliana. Eek pumps out art like a crazy person, which I greatly appreciate. And they just make very, very, very cool stuff. And they never stop. They're so fast, and it's always so good, and it makes me happy. They also made... where is it? This one. I love this one so much. Hang on. There you go. Because Jasper, our resident weirdo gay in town, is kind of obsessed with Sudai, and was begging him for some time. That's basically what was happening, and it was very, very funny. I was greatly enjoying that interaction, because Sudai's a grumpy motherfucker, and I'm excited to have more focus on Sudai as things progress. The next session should be fun. I have a lot of ideas that I just have to condense into an actual session now. There's just so many pictures you guys has made. Yeah, oh, hang on. Oh, and our resident half-elf finally showing off her ears, which I'm very pleased with. So yeah, a lot of character growth this session, a lot of character interaction, some tension. How was the puck? Oh god, it was fun. So, as we spoke about, Robin Goodfellow, as she is so named, showed up in the middle of dinner, and you know, some shenanigans ensued. At first, Azalea was like, ooh, she's hot, and I was like, cool, good. But then Robin immediately tried to, was dancing with, yeah, daughter of Janus, was messing with Carrion, and dancing with them, and kind of not stealing, but inspiring. From Puck's point of view, it looks like he was inspiring Azalea to step forward and, you know, make her intentions known. And boy, was that painful. Because I made Carrion one of the most oblivious people in the world. Like, we're just considering their wisdom, like, just basic negative. You know, it was a bad time, and it was really funny until finally, it was very painful, until finally Azalea basically grabbed them by the shoulders and shook them and said, I like you. And then they got it. Neither of them have any idea what they're doing, which is always fun. So they're gonna have a walking date next session. So that's exciting. To see what shenanigans arise from that. I think I fixed most of the typos in the Guide to Galdor. It's still a very rough draft, only subclasses and a few races, but there's much more to come. Fantastic, I'm excited. So yeah, that happened. Puck in Spot was, as a half-elf walking date, alright. Puck inspired Evelyn to, not be afraid to show her half-elf, traits and such. So yeah, it's fun. It was a really fun session, and a lot happened, and next session's gonna be a bit chaotic because everybody's a little all over the place right now. Spore wants to learn to cook, learn about spices. Everybody made food. If I remember correctly, Azalea made like sweet rolls basically to bring to the table. Nubia made a bug pudding, which I appreciate. I basically took the thing from Emperor's New Groove. Spore did have the best line. Yes, I will get to that in a second. Spore made bug pudding, or excuse me, Nubia made bug pudding, Spore made soup, because of course, and Azalea made a sauce to kind of complement everything. But while this all was going down with Carrion and everything, being whisked away by Robin, Nubia wanted to help the situation somehow, and asked Spore if he wanted to... Evelyn made the sauce, yeah, sorry, got it backwards. Asked Spore if he wanted to help, and he kind of just sat back in the most dad way and goes, "I like the drama." So I was just like, that's the most amazing thing that has ever happened. And it just killed everybody, which was fantastic. So yeah, Spore definitely got best line. I also introduced the, instead of doing inspiration in the classic way where everybody gets a couple to like re-roll and stuff. I like what Baldur's Gate does, and it gives you multiple because you're only supposed to get one at a time as written, but fuck that, I've never played that way. But also, I'm also borrowing a concept from Mutant Chronicles, there it is, where basically there's a separate economy in the game, and it's like a pool of points where it allows you to add either, I don't remember if it adds dice to your roll or adds numbers to your roll, but either way, and you can spend those over time. So instead of everybody having individual inspiration, it is now a pool in the middle of the table that people can pick and choose from for whatever role they wish. And every one that they spend, I get a reroll as well as the DM. So that's fun. So it adds an extra economy. It also has the players speak to each other and plan things, which I appreciate. So yeah, at the beginning of each session, every player gets at least one, and as they make me laugh or do really funny things, they get extra ones. I think like to a maximum of like 2 per person, I think is pretty safe. Maybe I might do less because they're short sessions. But again, it also depends on what kind of things happen during that session. Because if it's just combat, that's one thing. But if it's like actual like in-character interactions, that's a whole other kind of thing. So we'll figure it out. But they seem to enjoy that, and that allowed Azalea to make some rolls. I think Azalea was the only one to use one last session, but so yeah. Excuse me. Oh, the cold weather has me low energy. I'm sorry. So yeah, everything went insanely well. They also, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, that there is a specific campaign. Oh yeah, Nubia discovered string. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Nubia saw string at the local at Carrion's shop, and well, she was lost after that. She kind of went nuts for it, and that's great. So now she has a ball of string in her in her inventory, and also has braids, thanks to Ivy and Fern, the two little girls. So she has big old thick braids in her hair, and it's adorable. Yeah, so that's fun. So a lot of really wholesome, sweet interactions, which is exactly what I'm going for in this world, in this campaign. So yeah, I got exactly what I wanted, and it seemed the characters were happy with. The characters and the players were happy with everything that happened. And Puck, after there was some tension between Puck as Robin and Winetta, and the characters don't know how Winetta knows what's going on, but there was some tension there, and Winetta quickly let Puck know without words that he was not welcome, at least in this capacity. So he showed himself out pretty quickly, and Evelyn saw his uncovered face for the first time, which is fun. And because I made him hot, and I'm happy with that. The other characters don't know what he looks like, but Evelyn does now. Let's see. Is that it? Those are the big. Oh, they met with the kobolds. They did get through the. They had a combat with some shroom hogs, which was fun, and both Nubia and Azalea got kind of stabbed through with some tusks, and that was a rough combat. They got. Tomi is very good, but they got through that okay, and they got to meet with the kobolds. They got to meet our Bard of the Kami, of the Orakami, and the rest of the hero family of kobolds, and they got to explain to them that the tools that they found, my son, the tools that they found, quote unquote, were not a random blessing from Bahamut, but belonged to Sudai, and they got excited at the idea of a forge master, a dragonborn forge master with no apprentices, was nearby, and so they accompanied the party. I did include the Kami Bard. Yes, Jiro is Jiro, the patriarch of the hero family. He is not as physically capable as he used to be, so he's become a Kami Bard. And his Kami, he takes the form of the little samurai shape. Love him, he's great. And yeah, that was fun. And so they brought the kobolds back to town and introduced Sudai to them, and Sudai was awkward and did not plan for that, and we had the story of Sudai was formerly a forge master, but his apprentices all unfortunately are gone due to an accident, because he was a bit too focused, overly focused, and overworked them, and something happened where they are no longer with him, and since then he has not forged anything and became a woodworker instead, and left his home in dishonor. And now he's got all of these kobolds running around begging him to work with them, basically, to train them, to show them the dragon fire that he wields, and so on and so forth. So that's going to be a fun thing to mess around with, to see how he treats it, basically. And then from there, we had we had Azalea finally asking out Carrion, basically, and that took a while, but it was very, very fun. Very fun to roleplay and torture her and have to force her to make the jump, make the request, and that turned out great. I also made the Kami a playable race in the guide, although they are entirely up to the DM's discretion, as they are slightly more powerful than might be okay for some DMs. So you can play a Kami who's disconnected from their creator, if you so want. Yeah, no, I know, I know, it was very cool, and it's a great idea. But since this is just the first interaction, I wasn't too worried about fully looking into it. So I have some ideas of what what's going to happen between the kobolds and Sudai, and how the characters will have to help make that happen, one way or another. So that's fun. But yeah, I have a month until the next session, so I've got time to plan. In the meantime, I'm gonna be looking through Lo-Fi Bards and try to teach myself the system, so whenever a player isn't able to make it or is late or whatever, we can jump into something really straightforward and simple that's 90% roleplay. And yeah, so that'll be fun. That'll be a fun thing to have the players still come into the table every other week, like always, and we can go from there. So that's fun. Yeah. Just planning for the next session is not as dire right now, which is good, because a lot did happen and I have to think about the ramifications of everything. And there also might be a dungeon in the future, because I think I have some ideas on that. So in a future stream, we might do a dungeon planning stream. Dungeon planning spoiler stream, probably closer to the actual week of the next session. So right now I'm getting kind of general ideas. I'm gonna be re-listening to the episode many times to make sure I can, jump off of things that happened. And the players even requested an in-character chat over on Discord. So in between things like this, when not everybody can make it and there's a longer wait between sessions, they can speak to each other in character, which is awesome. What? 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 What do you mean what? Are you whatting to the Kami thing? Are you whatting to what I was saying? I don't know what you're whatting about. Oh, dungeon, yes. Yeah, I have an idea of how to introduce that concept here soon. So we'll work on that on stream, on a spoiler stream, so you won't be invited. But that is in the near future, and I'm excited to look into it, because it'll open up a lot of cool stuff for you guys. And I'm thinking that will be whenever you finish with this dungeon, that I figure out that will be when you get to level 3. Because level 3 opens up a lot of stuff for you guys. And that's when most characters and subclasses get their cool shit, basically. So that'll be fun. And then we'll probably stick around level 3 for a while, I think. Yeah. So, and we'll see what other shenanigans y'all get up to, in town or outside of town. Yeah, it'll be fun. Nubia got their cool shit at level 2. That's true. Yeah, but most subclasses and stuff get it's level 3. Oh, there's a break coming up, so I'm gonna take it now, and we'll get through that, add bullshit, and I will be right back. BRB. Okay. Um, Time for plants. Yes. Now I will say before we start, couple things actually. First of all, I hope you guys are patient with me on the Discord, especially during weekends. I am very my time is kind of booked up on weekends between think going out, and I have my regular, I run the sessions every other week, and then every other week, aside from that, I also go and play with my longtime gaming group, and we play World of Darkness and hang out. So Saturdays are pretty much spoken for, so that's probably why I'm very quiet on that. And then Sundays are my responsible days where I have to clean a whole house, make meals, and take care of other responsibilities. So I know that weekends are usually the calm time for most people, not for me. So I cannot always be online to react and thank you all for all of the crazy shit that you guys are doing. But I hope you do know that I do appreciate your time and your energy being put into it very, very much. It's awesome, and I'm honored that you guys are so inspired, and I hope you keep doing so. And will I mean, whatever you guys are willing to do, I'm super excited to see. Um, I There are a lot of plants that we've done, and I love all of them, but I can't Safi has been doing minerals. We appreciate you reading it here and discussing and critiquing. No one can get better without having feedback. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if I ever have a critique, because it's not like I've ever done a world this detailed before. So the plant life is very cool to me. I know this is very basic right now. I had it better when I had the wiki, when I was working on it. But unfortunately now it's just kind of all over the place. Soon I will separate it by region and stuff like that. So again, I only have so much time in a day, so I can't always do your amazing stuff justice, but I'm going to slowly but surely work on it, so I hope you guys know that. Um, there's also the we'll figure out the wiki and everything anyway. So I have not been able to go through all of your creations that are on the Discord, but I'm going to go through them now. I Here, let me get my hat off. Hang on, it's hot. Okay. All right. There we go. So yeah, I just hope you guys know that I appreciate your work and love looking at them. I just don't always have the time, especially on weekends. So that's what the stream is here for. So, just so you know. Let me go back to the Discord real quick. And see... Oh my goodness. You guys went off, and I can't remember where I left off, so hang on, let me make sure which ones are here. Okay, so those didn't make it. I think those ones... Oh, that's the animal. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so hang on, let me get over here into animals as well. I'm pretty sure those are already here. The goats, which are super cool. The Stein... No, did I not? Oh my god. Because I really liked them. Why did I not? Alright, that's fine. I might have put them in the, livestock thing instead of the... Okay. Oh my god, fine. There, we just do it like this. And then steam worms. Oh my god, just... Y'all are crazy. Let's see. Alright, so I know the Steinfriss. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know how you're meaning to have it saying, but the mountain goats, which is a very cool. Steam worms is a very, very cool idea. Anything that's, you know, that looks or acts like a cat is absolutely fucking badass. Let me put all these on here first, and then, oops, and then we will go through them. How about that? Just because it's hard to do it on Discord because I can't see what you guys are typing in chat if you're on Discord. So that's another animal. No. There we go. That's a plant. Okay, stop doing that. God damn it, Notion. Hang on a second. If you're typing anything, I'm not ignoring you. I swear I'll get to it. Just give me, like, 3 seconds. Minerals. Yeah, and then y'all went nuts with the minerals. I was trying to keep up with it, and it was proving difficult. This is the stuff that they made on stream, so that should be good. There's another mineral. Okay, I might have some repeats by accident, but that's fine. Okay. It's minerals. There's a tree. Oops. Oh my god. There's another one. Oops. 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 Okay. Okay. There's another plant. So many plants. Y'all are going off with the plants. So much so we might have to call it on the plants for a while, just because I have so many, and I don't know how many are going to be able to be included. But it's a good reference to have, and I can probably find inspiration for quests on all of these. So I'm kind of holding on to them like little prompts that could come in handy later. There's a stone. My goodness. Stop. Crystal. Okay. Oops. I'm trying to get all this. I'm sorry, you guys. But you guys, this is what happens when you guys go off. Oh god. Okay, hang on. I appreciate you letting me write all this stuff for your world. Also, side note, while the guide is still going to get much longer as I add more stuff, it is very long. So if you don't read the whole thing this stream, that is entirely fine. Yeah, okay. Which one was the benevolent night kitty someone made? The Tetzel worm. Very much. Okay, that's a dandelion. Back over here to the plant. My cats are making some noise in the house, and I'm just gonna ignore it because God knows what they're doing. Pinkies! Nighttime, daytime! I don't know what the cats are doing, and I'm terrified. They knocked over their entire water thing the other day, their fountain, and it was a lot of water. That was unfortunate. More fungus. Stop doing that. No, I need it once. I don't... Notion can be finicky. What the fucking... There we go. Those are a fish, I believe? Yes. Silver strands. Armored lizards. Also excited about those, by the way. The trailers. That's always a good time. Big fuck off. Totally not, but it's kinda dinosaurs. There's a bird. So many. Okay. And another mineral. God, you guys are crazy. Okay. Do not need the timestamp. Thank you, Notion. Appreciate that. Okay. Here's a bee. Always fun. I will go through all this, I swear. If I don't get all to it. Oh, witchy skunk people. That's right, and you made another fucking race. Oh my god. God, there's so much. Okay. There's so much to go through, you guys. There's so much. You guys are so crazy. I appreciate the love very much. Oh god, okay. Copy paste properly, please. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. Okay. Oops. No, I don't need that, please. Okay. There's another mineral. Goodness, you guys. The Raiden tree I think I already got, which is awesome. Copal. There's another mineral. Lizard tree. Okay. I think that's everything. Let me go through these before you guys add more, okay? Alright, jeez. Alright, there we go. I got him. All cats on stream respond. Please respond. Copy the picture for streak gems, and those are missing. The updated version of the races is in the guide. Read it if you want the most recent. Okay. Also, Winter Bee is in minerals. Oh, sorry. Missing streak gems. And blackfish. Okay. Okay, hang on. Sorry. You guys. Alright. So, Winter Bee is accidentally in minerals. I will fix that. Hang on. There we go. I got it. Thank you. Put that over here. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. Ah! Hey, girl! That's how Nubia is gonna fall in love. So the first person to go pss, pss, pss. No. Work with me. Okay. Where is... You go away. What is this? I don't need you. Delete. Thank you. Okay. And... Streak gems? I was missing streak gems. Okay, hang on. I was bound to miss a couple, so hang on. Nope, spelled that wrong. Streak. Okay, this is the name for the rocks. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you. Which was down under Black Vein, which should be somewhere in here. Hang on. Okay, there we go. So let me put... Boop. Notion, you gotta work with me. Like, for real. I have enough to worry about. Alright. Alright, did I get everything? Lizard tree. Oh, and is also in mineral. Alright, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. Alright. Plant. Alright. Got it. Alright. It's so degrading, confounds me, though. Someone is going to invest into a laser pointer. Yeah, God forbid any of the teachers in their magical university uses a magical laser pointer wand or something. Alright, good lord. Alright, let's do plants first, since those two seem to be the big one. Alright. Alright, so we've got the Raiden tree. I believe that was Doc. Bad ending! This 5 to 7 meter tall tree often grows, I assume is what you meant. Grows alone. Grows alone or in small groups in meadows or rolling hills. It has round, smooth leaves and a dainty yellow-white flowers. Besides providing shadow during the summer, its flowers have an effect. Hi, Asher. Which is, if made into a brew and applied onto hair, it can lighten it up to dark blonde from brown. Young village girls tend to use it before autumn harvest to signal they are looking for a partner. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, Asher is just all up in my biz. Can you go on my lap and chill, please? Pipipa? I think I'm saying that right? Are a form of grass plant, common in but not exclusive to ganja. Grass grows in tubular shapes resembling pipes. The grass is digestible for most humanoids, although it is rather flavorless, and can be fermented into a potent, psychoactive medicinal alcohol called pipa brew, which functions as... ayahuasca! Oh, fuck. I can't wait to make the characters go on a drug trip as a side quest, like in Fallout. Oh, speaking of Fallout, has everybody seen the Fallout trailers? We watched them last night. I'm fucking obsessed. I am... Oh my god. God, please be good. Puppy, puppy, pup, pup, pup. It's pronounced Pied Piper. Pied Piper. Oh, Pied Piper. Okay, gotcha. I like it. Pied Piper. Or pipe. I gotta work on my Jamaican accent for ganja. It's a hard one, but it's one of my favorite accents of all time. I could listen to the Jamaican accent forever. It's so great. Black chestnut tree. This medium-sized tree with smooth grayish bark and heart-shaped leaves produces several hundreds of small bean-shaped nuts each year. It's a solitary tree as it produces chemicals in the ground which prevent other trees and grass from growing underneath it. The chestnuts are mildly poisonous, but they can be baked, deskinned, left in a stream for a day, and crushed to make a paste that can be cooked and eaten safely. This paste has a gel-like consistency and bland taste, but if food is scarce, people are collecting them and eating them. Children also like to collect them when they're dried. They make rattling sound. Oh, I got hiccups. Why do I have hiccups? Hirota, I'm assuming, again. This flowering plant producing meaty, small, yellow fruiting bodies with a taste somewhere between a bell pepper and a tomato. It is filled with small black seeds, which are bitter in taste, originally used for decorative purposes, as the bundles of flowers are yellow and dainty, but lately it was started to be used in cooking as well. Very cool. Kusaiwa, rather pungent herb. This special herb is culturally imported to kobolds and dragonborn. Although it grows in high mountains, of which Ryoto has few. When mixed with various other cultural plants, this herb can be made into an herbaceous vegetable broth known as yasaipu, which is a remedy for stomach cramps. Did I read some of these already? Maybe I copied some too many times. I don't remember. Or maybe I just read them, just not on stream. Falsera. This plant is wildly growing with star-shaped silvery leaves. Even so, it has flowers. It is often collected in form of leaves to brew herbal tea, which has calming effects for upset stomach and can fight mild fever. Always good. Summer Kiss. This dandelion-looking plant has large single root filled with nutrients it needs to survive winter. It has no medicinal property, but children are digging it and chewing it as sweetened taste. Okay. I just listened on the vid. Oh, I did. Okay. Alright. I thought I was going crazy. Thank you. And lizard tree. Tree with dense crown growing in savannas and dry climates, about 3 to 4 meters in height and width. When injured, it produces a sticky yellow-white sap, which is harvested as it provides herbally smelling pleasant smoke and is often used as a base for incense. Oh, hell yeah. Tree has its name as its bark is a structure similar to lizard skin. That's cool. I like that one. Let me go to the minerals because Safi and everybody was going crazy with those. And I don't... Did I read any of these, of the minerals? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I need to... I think all of these are new. I think. I don't remember. Lizard Eye. A specific formation of crystals in the in-between of both the dark and light side, sought after for its magical resource. A lizard eye. Oh, hi Reaper! How are you? Welcome in. You can always reread, no harm there. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate that very much. Welcome in. How is your day today? We're just going through some plants that the people in chat have created for my homebrew world because they decided to go crazy for it. Which I appreciated. And I'm reading them. Plants, minerals, animals, fungus, all kinds of stuff. Will you two behave yourself? Okay. Asher's in a basket. I don't know if you can really see. Hang on. There's Asher. He's in this basket here. Yeah, I know he's just a void right now, but he's hanging out. All right. Sought after for its magical resonance. A lizard eye is greenish circular gem with a circle pattern. It's very hard to get a lizard eye out of its geode, like a shell without its geode-like shell without damaging it, but someone who can harvest one can sell it and live for months. So good. Asher should get his own kingdom or lair. I mean, maybe. He would love that. Asher's the big bad evil guy of the campaign. Galdite, the most common rock in Galdor. Made... I love this one, by the way. The whole house is his kingdom, also accurate. God. Made from an amalgamation of smaller minerals, Galdite is similar to granite, to one key difference. It is easier to carve and polish. Hydrate. Safi! Hi! We're going through your minerals right now. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. It's not going anywhere. I don't know what's going on with my throat. I'm trying real hard. Hi, Arcane! Thank you for the lurk. I can't listen to you now, but thumbs up if you like the rock I made in Discord. We're going up right now. Okay. Stop it, throat. Fool's Mithril. That was, yeah, we read that one. I remember that one because it made me laugh. Do another thumbs up if you're not a smelly nerd. I'm a smelly nerd. We're all smelly nerds here. Divinium, also known as God's Tear. When these cats are driving me crazy. What did you knock over? Okay, now I actually have to check because that sounded like something fell over. Could give me 2 seconds. Alright, sorry. They knocked over the Swiffer in the other room. So we're good. Nothing broke. Okay. Bye, Safi! I know you can't hear me, but I appreciate you dropping by. Okay. Jeez. God's Tear we went over. I think. Yeah. Size of an apple. Collected by churches. Right. Yeah. Okay. Gaia's Tear. A small deposit of fluorescent metal which absorbs the element from where they began to exist. Magical metal which can be used to add an elemental effect. We went through that one as well. I've had lots of stress making homebrew, but it became one of my favorite campaigns. Yeah, well, I mean, I've done homebrew worlds before, and I've tried to do it from the ground up, and it was very difficult to do by myself, which is kind of why I started this stream. And now everybody is going crazy making things for my world, and it's extremely humbling and very exciting to see that other people are so inspired and creative. Even though they're not currently playing in this world, they still want to create things for it, and I greatly appreciate that. Um, so, my cats are losing their minds today. Bless you. Go! Stop it. We did Ultraviolet. We did Lancer's Rope. Broomstone. Weird brown reddish stone when magical in properties. When dug out of the ground, it can be removed horizontally. Oh yeah, that one is... I don't... That one's gonna be hard to include in any like big way into the world, but it's very interesting when it comes around. I don't know how I'm gonna make it work, but I'll include it somehow. Did that. Black Vein. I don't think I read. Okay. When on Geldor, lightning hits the ground and conditions are correct, a black vein is created. The mineral is burnable. Or maybe I did. Good lord. Similar to charcoal, but more brittle and heavier, and flames are green in color. Either magic or boron or copper salts. Often in the middle of this vein is found stones of Vidmanstatten pattern. That's a great word. Made out of nickel and iron, which are highly sought after, as no one can make the pattern artificially. The burnable peat coal, as it's often known, is byproduct for mining this. The reference picture I will put up eventually. And then streak gems are the name of the rocks inside the black veins. Very cool. Limestone lamp. When Galdite is exposed to magic when cooling, it becomes translucent with a bright glow, though they are unpractical to use for lighting, as touching one with bare skin makes you take 1 necrotic damage, and staying a few days near one will make you see hallucinations. Ooh. I don't want to distract you from a reading, so this is a question for chat. Is anyone a huge fan of DC Comics? You're not distracting, you're fine, I can always return to it. I'm not a comic book person, but I'm sure there are people in chat that are into it. I like some characters. I like Batman. Batman's still one of my favorite superheroes of all time. But that's pretty much just movies and shows. Bloodstone. In the dark side of Galdor, molten magmite can absorb into shadows. Unlike its limestone lamp cousin of the same family, bloodstones actually cast small rays of light darkness around them as they absorb the light, dimming the area around them. That's cool, and I'm excited to put that in like a dungeon or something. That could make a dungeon crawl really interesting. Hydrum, a formation of salts formed in whirlpool heavy areas. These deposits are tough to mine due to how deep they are found, but small pellets can be sifted near the shore. These salts have a horrible taste of metal, and the powder is irritative, but not dangerous to inhale, and are often used in alchemy as anti-catalysts, as they nullify water's reactive properties when boiled. There's a fucking ad. God damn it. I'll be right back. Okay. Never got into classic comics or movies. Lego Batman is my favorite. Yeah, it's a fucking great. 6 ads. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess they're okay. If they're short, that's not fucking Jesus Christ. 6 ads is a lot, even if they're short. Okay. Hydrum. They nullify water's reactive properties when boiled and dissolved. Some shopkeepers mix hydrum powder and poison to avoid people from buying poisons and using them for crime, as anyone recognizes the smell and taste as spoiled food. That's a good idea. Welcome back. Sorry about 6 freaking ads. Jesus Christ. Soapstone, brittle gray with a hint of green. A stone often found in large flat veins, has no use in metallurgy, but when combined with water makes a paste-like consistency which washes away dirt and grime and has whitening effect due to chloride oxide contents, making it disinfecting. People sometimes leave a small chunk of the stone in the cloth wardrobe to prevent insects. I like that. Brimstone. This mineral is only found in liquid forms. Its bright red color is due to all the sulfur contained in it. It is very corrosive and harmful to divine figures. It's often used as a counterpart to holy water, but it has some very pretty properties when mixed with glass. Glass absorbs it and boosts its resistance, making it just as sharp but more malleable and less brittle. Thought they're not used for surgery, though they're not used for surgery or artisanal use, as the sulfur is still corrosive. Very interesting. And copal, mineral found in plate-like veins roughly 10 to 20 meters under the surface. It has amber red color and is very brittle. When burned, it produces sweet-smelling scent and used often as a base for various incense. Is that the trash guys? I think the trash dudes are here, and they haven't been here on a Monday in fucking months, but all of a sudden they're gonna show up when I didn't take out the trash. Son of a bitch. Fine. I guess I'm fucked. Whatever. Okay. And we got animals. It's me, I'm collecting your trash. Wow, so the fucking... Oh my god, this goddamn... Oh, I guess because they don't want you to be calling people trash, they actually auto-mod flagged you for using the word trash. Jesus Christ. It's a very sensitive auto-mod. Steamworms, also called fogcats, four-legged serpentine dragon... It is really funny. Serpentine dragonkin, who are native to Ryuto and Wairu. They are also named due to the hot fog... I almost said hot dog. Hot fog and steam constantly pouring out of their mouths. They are cat-like in nature. They have hot dogs in their mouths. Cat-like in nature, curious and playful, and potentially dangerous if provoked. They have been known to terrorize red rice paddies and hunt for akakana within the waters at their feet reaching their boiling point as they step. They are ultimately kind-hearted souls and try to avoid direct conflict with humanoids. Hot dog. Hot dog. That's the perfect way to say that, because I read it exactly how you meant. Labauabau, I believe. Which is a great name. Mudskipper-like creatures that live... Mudskippers are hilarious. Live in the mud of Wairu, feeding on flying insects. They swim through mud and the soft earth with incredible agility and can leap up to 13 feet in a single bound. They hunt prey by leaping up and catching them in their mouths and quickly snapping their jaws shut. I love them. Labuabu. That's much better. Labuabu. Okay, I see that now. Alright. More French, you're right. Doranone? Is it None or is it Doranon? Doranon, maybe. Species of radish. Oh, you don't go here. You're in the wrong thing. Hang on. Zabumafu. Alright, this is... Oh, no, it's a plant. Stop going in animals. Doranone. Okay, that's... Thank you. Radish, that only grows in the muddy areas that exist on the borders between Ryoto and Wairu. Green in color and tastes like daikon radish. It is often eaten, pickled, or fried. Yeah, yum. There you go. Danga are the only purely carnivorous animals native to Ganja, resembling massive ravens with hawk-like beaks. Intelligent, opportunistic, and predatory, these beasts feast on anything else they could reasonably fit in their small beak. They rarely attack humanoids unless provoked, but they are still best left alone. I love them. I will die for them. I cannot fucking wait to have somebody that has one as a pet. Some badass NPC is absolutely gonna have one as a pet. Or, like, maybe wild shift into one. Either way, I want that real bad. That's fucking cool. Angry Corvid. Ah! Thumbs! Thumbs has an animal named after him. It is so good. Mollusk lives attached to rocks in cold streams and filter food from it. Size about the size of a thumb, and if collected it needs to be detached quickly as it can hold stronger than its shell can withstand. Often collected and eaten if no fish were caught as an emergency food. Not pleasant, but if salt and butter and added is not bad. Thumbs! Thumbs mollusk. Thumbs, you're a mollusk! Pinkies are predatory birds that hunt thumbs using their very long, sharp beaks. They use leverage to pop the shell open, and their wings are used to remove the reflection of the water. Nighttime, daytime. I know very, very well those birds. Silver strands. Those are the fish. Silvery body, about a ½ inch in length. They eat microorganisms and plant matter. Their name is from their habit to travel in large lines, making silver lines or streaks in rivers and streams. They're too small to sustain humans, but can be used to make bait for large fish, as they are almost at the bottom of many food chains. They only live in moving, non-freezing water, as they need a lot of oxygen to survive. That's Asher. Trailers. Large... 3.5 to 4 meters in length, 1 meter in width, armored lizards live in rainforests and subtropical forests near rivers. The water is a necessary source of survival as they are a predator with excellent swimming ability, but spend most of the time on land as they build nests there. Trailers name is given as they tend to leave large trail of easily walkable land or pathways in the forest. They do not attack humans or animals on land unless one wanders near their nest, in which case they become extremely aggressive. They have large armor plates on their head and short form on his head and I assume back, and short crocodilian mouth with a powerful bite. Their tail is flat to help with swimming in water where they eat fish and snakes. They also need to have wet skin or it will start cracking. They mate and form bombs for life and take a new partner only if the previous one dies. I love that. I love them. As a Florida girl, I love me a good, crocodile or alligator proxy, because alligators are cool as hell. Ringbird. Small canary-sized bird has 2 distinct rings of white feathers on their flesh and otherwise black body. On their flesh? On their chest. Sorry, my brain. They eat insects and parasites on the backs of trailers and have a symbiotic relationship with them. Trailers are also known to protect ringers biting predators, which tries to attack ringers currently on their back. Also, they tend to build nests near trailer nests. And winter bee. Bee native to Vorska. On first glance, this bee makes no sense living in cold regions with very little flowers to make honey from, but that's not a common bee. This bee makes honey from hunting insects and eating dead animals. It is known that on rare occasion they can attack humans, but as they do not have stingers, just large mandibles and proboscis, which, they have mandibles and proboscis and can pierce human skin. Oh, not large enough to pierce human skin, but can irritate the skin. There we go. The honey is dark amber in color, with hints of red, and regionally is made into blood mead drink. Hey, blood mead! That's something from my World of Darkness campaign. One of my characters makes blood mead. Hell yeah. Which is bittersweet with a metallic taste. It makes small colonies of 500 to 1,000 bugs in case when a queen dies, a new queen is elected, or more than one from worker bees. In case more than one wins domination fight, the domination fight, the hive splits into few smaller ones, and all but one flies away to make a new hive. Oh, very cool. Gotta love bees. And fungus. I don't know if I remember any. I went through any of these, but I'll just reread them. Yellow-capped small mushroom, fruiting in the late spring and early summer, freely growing in coniferous forest and eats decaying plant matter. In dried form, it is sought after by especially young women, made into a tea or drink and added topically to dilate the pupils. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this was great. Making them more alluring, but it makes them light sensitive. Cow or another animal's feet. We'll probably do like hog's feet, actually, because there's or aurochs, but let's do hogs because they're more common. White-capped, large ball-shaped mushroom grow from piles of excrement of ruminant animals. No, I went through that one too. Yeah, Granny's Trevor, I definitely did. Bird. Yeah, we did birds. Bird's Fountain. Remember to read the version of the Malakiro from the guide, not the document. Sorry if that's rude to say. From the. Did you post a link to the guide? Where is it? Hang on. I don't have that open yet. That's all. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you did. I got it here. Thank you. I got it. Yeah, I will. Thank you for reminding me. It was not rude. Thank you. I want the most accurate information. Dagger cap, extremely sharp serrated edge around the rim of the triangular cap. Primarily grows in Ganja and Ryoto, but has been found elsewhere in places like Orive and Wairu. Much like a knife aspen, it can be used as a normal cutting utensil. That's fun. Red dust, parasitic mold which grows on wheat, rye, or grass. It is not detectable from harvest, and only when it is milled down, sowing the red dust into the flour. When eaten, it gives fever and sweating, which can lead to death if not treated. When a field is infected, you need a druid to cleanse the area, or burning it to the ground, which kills the spore. That's cool. It sounds like, not quite, but almost, ergot. Ergot poisoning. The fungus that they were blaming the Salem witch trials on, but now that has been basically disproven. But it makes you go fucking crazy and makes you, like, see shit. Yeah, ergot poisoning. Ergot poisoning! If you haven't listened to the, last podcast on the left, Salem witch trials, do so. It's funny. As long as you're not easily offended. But that's a fucking great podcast. I've said it before, but they do great series. And Sen Shelf. Shelf mushroom grows on dried bodies of cacti within Ta'amun and has a deep yellow color, sometimes called Pecan of the Sands. Pecan of the Sands! I love that! Like Chicken of the Woods, yeah. I mean, edible and incredibly savory. I want that to be real, because that sounds delicious. 2 new entries. Oh god. Oh, hang on. Go back over here. Did I do Dwarven here? Okay, that's a mineral. Filament of ore. In between opposing magma flows under high-pressure mountains. While they look very soft, they're very fine and sharp and can get stuck in skin if touched. Ooh. Most dwarves are happy to see these in caves since their rough skin is resistant to it and much easier to refine into normal ingots compared to galdite. Cool. And rubber ratium. Hang on. There you go. Bouncy soft mineral are found in swampy humid zones where organic material and water meets carbon deposits. While hard to refine, a skilled artificer could find the perfect temperature to bend them into something usable, but is usually discarded as a low value deposit. And then Livestock fence. Here's a plant. New plant. Wake up! A new plant just dropped. Most plants use magnesium for catching sun rays and making energy, but this plant uses cyanide. Whoa, metal! This gives them blue color, and this color is even spreading to surrounding grasses and plants. Livestock evolved into avoiding this plant, so if grown on the edges of pastures, it contains livestock, like cows in a confined area. I love that because then you don't have to have fence built. You just plant a plant, and that is a very Galdor thing to do. That is very cool. I very, very much like that. Yeah, and let me go through the, Sand Shelf is inspired directly from Chicken of the Woods. I've never tried Chicken of the Woods, and I desperately want to, by the way. It's just... I just haven't had the chance. Now is it Malchiero? Just blue borders. There's a turn of phrase there. That's true. Malchirio? How do you pronounce it? Just so I know. Because otherwise it'll get stuck in my head wrong, I know. Maraschino. It's, you know, delicious. Malshiro. Thank you. Pronounced with a Spanish-Portuguese accent. In fact, it's literally the Mashiro. I don't know how to... I can't roll my R's. I am white. So... Mashiro. I'm sure my husband could do justice to it, but I cannot. But... Good to know. Mashiro. Even though I don't... I can roll my R's and I'm white, but also Czech. Do they roll R's in Czech? I don't... I can do it wrong. I'm doing it wrong when I do it. I have to do it in my throat. I can't do it with my tongue. But husband can do it correctly, because he's Puerto Rican, and it's natural. So, Mashiro... It's hard to do because my throat has been fucking with me too. Mashiro. Malshiro. Malshiro. I have to practice. Malshiro, I'm not going to say it. We do not, but there's Czech-specific speech impediment to rolls the R and from start short hard R's. Oh, interesting. Mashiro are a race of skunk-like humanoids originating from the nations of Oreve and Weiru. A very odd, mysterious people, fluffy creatures, I love them already, live in jungles and swamps of the world amongst the stench of bile and rot. Many are bards of lore or warlocks of the primordial wind, gathering knowledge and power to help those lost amongst the mud and trees. The pack lives as one. Starting from the day they are born to the day that they die, Malshiro have a deep respect for the folk practices of their people instilled into them. Community is everything to them, and they will protect their pack with their lives. Malshiro packs are led by a shaman or some other practitioner of folk magic, their role passed down for generations. Many Malshiro shamans adorn their body with piercings, baubles, and fur dye as a sign of their status, wearing their decorum with pride. I love them. Twilight oddities. Mashiro folk practices are odd and occult, delving into all sorts of weird but ultimately harmless rituals. It may be difficult for an outsider looking in to understand these rituals, and Malshiro know this. As such, many culturally important traditions are performed under the shade of twilight. Much like actual skunks, Mashiro are also largely crepuscular. This conflicts with the diurnal sleeping habits of most other humanoids, so Mashiro are rarely seen when others are at their most active. Interesting. Malshiro are given their parents' last name at birth, but have to earn their first name by doing something important to their community. Many go for years without a proper first name, instead going by a nickname that they choose for themselves. All Malshiran names are gender neutral, as Mashiro have no cultural focus on gender. So first names of Da, or Dee, Glorious, Kurende, like Spore, yeah, a little bit. They might know each other as like cultures. They might have intermingled at times. Uh, Reventi, protector. Artife, inventor. Se, magical. Last names of Aisha, Vale, Bene, Ase, Phi, and Jode. I love those. Melshiro are medium, around 5'7" on average. They lean towards stockier builds with bulky arm and leg muscles meant to burrow through soft earth. While they are otherwise the same, Melshiro have different fur patterns depending on if they grew up on Wairu or Orive. Orive and Melshiro have predominantly white fur with black spots, whereas Wairu and Melshiro have predominantly black fur with white stripes. I love that. Adorable. You might worship animistic spirits rather than deities, mark objects you deem as important with your scent glands, express ideas and customs in ways that others might find strange or hard to decipher. Others might be deterred by your unpleasant smell, be confused or fascinated about your culture's wild and esoteric folk practices. Ability score, choose 1 by 2 and 1 by 1. I like that. Humanoid, medium, 30 feet, and you have a burrow speed of 5 feet. You can only burrow through mud, dirt, and soft rock and sand. Dark vision, sure. Filtered breath. Your lungs and nose are adapted to block out harmful and pungent inhalants. You have advantage on saves against harmful effects that require you to breathe, such as the stinking cloud spell or inhaled poison. Stench spray. Your paws contain scent glands that can spray a noxious odor. So long as you have a free hand, as an action you can spray a stinking mist from your hand. Any creature within 15-foot cone centered on you must make a con saving throw. Creatures that don't need to breathe are immune to the poison automatically. Succeed this saving throw. On a failed save, a creature is poisoned from the stench for 1 minute. A creature poisoned in this way can make another con saving throw at the end of each of their turns, ending this effect on a success. Once you use this trait, you cannot do so again until you finish a short or long rest. And they also have their own language. I love them. I love skunks. They're so cute. I want one so bad. Stinky cats. Yeah, holy crap, you guys. And you're still going off. You've heard of thumbs, you've heard of pinkies, I represent you with the rest of the hand. It's very funny. You guys are still going. My goodness. Hang on. These are animals. Alright, let me get these down. Hang on. Ooh, marsupials, yay! I just saw the word marsupial and I got excited. That's a plant and that's a mineral. Okay. Plant, mineral. Whoops. Nope. There we go. And then, oops. Palm and knuckles. Oh, that's a plant as well. And another animal. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go away, Big Thumb. We're not reading your thing anymore. My bad. The dangers of copy pasting off of Discord. Sometimes emojis come with. There we go. Okay. Everyone give them a hand. Yes. I choose to move their scent glands to their paws because if it were in the rear, the actual skunks could leave uncomfortable table situations. Too right. I was thinking about that too, where I was just like, do they just pee on trees and does that count? But the hand is way better. And there are weirder things than having a scent gland in your hand. You could also put it on their face like cats. Cats have a scent gland on their mouth, but I like the hand better. Because it's just like, fuck you. Like color spray, but stink spray. Makes sense. Oh god, I gotta stretch. Oh god, I have it. Okay. Okay. Rings are a species of reptile named after how they camouflage. Kamehameha. They wrap around branches like a ring to blend into it, and the moment a pinky lands near it, it jumps and latches onto it, keeping its tail around the branch to pull the bird down before having a feast. Wow. Middles, a species of marsupial specialized in lizard hunting. They love rings for how easy they are to catch. These marsupials have a dark night fur with some white spots to camouflage in starry nights. And it has heat sight, letting it find and eat rings before they can flee. Ooh. Index, a parasitic fish similar to fleas that latch onto furry creatures to suck on their essence. They are named like this due to how they communicate with each other. Pointing. These fellas can survive out of water for weeks and decently flop and crawl into water, but in the water they're prime prey for thumbs due to their small size. Huh. Knuckles, a creature with developed hardened skin on its knuckles. They're 25 to 30 centimeters in size and live in a second floor in tropical forests. Those armored knuckles are used as a tool to break down nuts and tough fruits. They make groups living together, roughly 40 to 50 members, dark fur in color. Very cool. And then palm, this water plant creates large leaves which resemble the shape of a human palm. Its flowers are bright red and flowers usually for 10 days during the summer, making slow-moving rivers and lakes to be candy for the eyes. They indicate large fish population, as they need slightly higher than usual amount of ammonia in the water. Should have been ape creatures. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Ape, gotcha. And then dwarf. Wait, did I read dwarven hair? I'm losing my brain. No, I didn't. Okay. These filaments of ore form in between opposing magma flows under high-pressure mountains. While they look very soft, they're very fine and sharp and can get stuck in skin if touched. Most dwarves are happy to see these in caves since their tough skin is resistant to it. Or did I read this? I can't remember. God, I'm losing. Rubber rashium. This bouncy and soft mineral found in swampy humid zones. No, I already did read these. Ah, there's an ad. Okay, we're back. I haven't read Green Clay from Minerals. Okay, alright, sorry, thank you. Green clay is a special version of copper ore which feels spongy to touch and is slightly pliable. It has no special usage and is very weak, so easily dug. Even so, it often signals present a larger copper vein. It is too much work to make copper from it, so it's often discarded. Interesting. How many people are in your campaign and what is their race? Oh, right, okay. So I have 4 people in my campaign currently. I have a quarterling, which is a halfling and a human, had a baby. A quarterling ranger. I have a Gynosphinx wizard, which is Eekster in chat. I have a forest goblin rogue, and I have a half elf warlock. That's my 3. I must check my grammar better. Jeez, I hate this. Oh, I can handle the editing. Don't you worry about that. Just this is the idea, step of things. Don't worry about editing. Don't worry about your grammar. I will fill that in, and it bothers me. Well, don't you worry. It's fine. Me! Yeah. I get it. I get it. I get it. But don't worry too much. Most have adjustments to their race because fun. Yes, correct. We have a lot of very, it's their first game, their first big like real life D&D game. I bet they make crazy combos in battle. Yeah, it's they've had it's their first game, so they're still working out the kinks, and they're about to get to level 3 here. I think hopefully next session, if not the session after that. So I'm sure. Yeah. I do have to figure out something of a healing mechanic for them. After you write some stuff down, do you mind going into the guide again and looking at the updated version of the Desert Wind Warlock? Oh, right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Alright, gotta go to sleep at Wakeable tomorrow. It was fun. Okay, good to see you, Doc. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it very much. Hope you sleep well. Yes, I will go into the guide again. 1 second. Boop. There we go. Okay. Paper Kami. Path of Protection. Way of the Glowing One. Primordial Wind. Alright, so what did you update specifically? Do you host the sessions on here? I do not. I specifically because A, I have very young players, B, very shy new players to the whole campaign, and 3, okay, not, and number 3, I don't think I have anything, I changed the whole thing to be honest, but the ideas are, okay, cool. But I just don't think I currently have anything to add to the actual play space. And also, the place where we game physically doesn't get internet. So, because of all of these reasons, we do not do an actual play here. This is currently a world-building stream, of which I will tell you the story of the session happily. I was working on writing up session, breakdowns of what I did, and I absolutely still do plan to do that. But the wiki that I was writing them on, unfortunately, doesn't work the way I thought it did, so I have to start from the ground up, so I beg your pardon on that, and I will get those session reports down, and everybody can then read them and kind of understand what's going on within the campaign as well as the world. But I started this stream specifically as a world-building, creative, game master hub chat, where it's like, I do my world building, I do my session planning, I talk about my sessions, to be sure, but that's not the only reason we get together. We also get together because people have ideas that they want to bounce off other people. I'm also here as just a body double, like, for people that, like me, have, like, ADHD and kind of struggle to create in a vacuum. So even, like, if I can serve as people's background noise while they plan their own stuff. That is completely fine with me because I was looking for that. Didn't find a lot of it. So I decided to start this on my own. So, as of right now, there are no actual plays on this channel. However, I am currently, as you can see over here, the follower goal, and like well, I did have the sub goal on there, but that is gone now. But I am currently saving up for a mic, a real one. This one, you know, it's cheap, it's budget. And when I do get the mic set up and everything figured out, I do plan on, at the very least, hosting me and my husband having one-on-one games with each other. Probably not a group, so it's just going to be us sitting at a table talking through a dungeon or something. You know, whatever. We haven't decided if we're just going to continue the games that we currently have going with the characters that we currently have, or if we're going to start something completely new. That's down the line to when I can save up enough money to get that mic and get that set up. And maybe... Whoa! Oh, welcome in, Coop. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So... Ah, hi. Welcome in. So eventually, yes, there will be actual plays of a sort, but whether or not they're going to be in Galdor, I don't know, maybe. Maybe we'll do a whole other thing where we'll just set up a whole new game for each other, one or the other. I don't know who's going to run and who's going to play, or a little bit of both. We will come to that when we get there, but for now, it requires a couple more subs and, you know, some focus and some tips, that kind of thing, to save up for that new... The goal currently is $50, which is like your first payout. To be completely transparent, Twitch doesn't let you pull money out until you reach $50. I'm at 30 something currently, and once I reach 50, I will pull that $50 out and it will go directly to buying myself a new mic. That is all it's going to be for. That is any money that I make during the stream is here to make the stream better and more interesting for everybody, unless somebody wants to do something else. But I'm not doing this to make money. Let me be transparent with that as well. I'm not here to ask any of you to donate or sub or anything. The fact that I have subs at all is incredible, and that was due to, you know, my husband being very supportive, as well as a couple friends coming in and gifting subs, and it's amazing, and I appreciate that. But that's not why I'm doing it. This community has already come together so strongly, and like having a bunch of creators where I can just go into a chat and go, hey, what do you guys think about this? And I can get, you know, opinions that are well done. Ideas for a multiverse campaign. I'm out of ideas. Do you... Okay. Alright, and this is what we're here for. Multiverse. Okay, so tell us about your campaign and what you need help with. And I'm gonna go over this because Stinks was kind enough to make up a couple subclasses for me. There's been a couple subclasses already created. Also, if you guys want to join up the Discord, here, let me do that thingy. There we go. Please feel free, if I'm not streaming and you want to chat more advice, you want to chat your world building, chat your session planning, chat your character building, whatever the hell you're doing that's creative, please feel free to join up the Discord and hang out with us there. I'm more active during the weeks, the weekdays, normally. I'm really not always around on the weekends. We had that conversation earlier. But anytime, there should be at least one or two people out online that can help you and give suggestions. So yeah, feel free to join up. We'd be happy to have you. And to help you with whatever you need help with. Alright, so I'm gonna go over this. You guys feel free to chat about your world, and I will catch up in just a second, because I really do like this this subclass that Stinks made, and I want to see their updates. This music is kind of into it, too. It's kind of like a Spanish thing. In the world of Galdor, there exists a collection of entities known simply as the Primordial Winds. I already love, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but I do already love that you kind of generalized it a little bit more. I will probably keep to the desert idea with the wind for now, because that's how you started it, and I really liked that idea. But I do like how it's an all-encompassing thing now. Nobody, not even the gods, know where they came from, but the benevolence of these entities are not to be underestimated. They whisper in the ears of weary travelers, guiding them to safety, and for those who heed their call closely, they can even grant you the powers of the wind itself. While these entities have many forms, they all have a favored form. They will. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I thought I silenced you, phone. Sorry. Quiet. There we go. Sorry about that. They all have a favored form they will use to communicate with their warlocks. Many manifest themselves as humanoid shapes of condensed wind and natural elements, or beasts of cloud and primordial chaos. Whatever form they take, they are driven to protect nature and all those who dwell within it. Warlocks are pressured, but not outright forced, to protect the wilds and its chaotic comfort. However, the warlocks rarely fight said pressure to begin with, as pacts with the primordial wind are always made willingly. You know what you are getting into with these entities, and all the chaos and responsibility it entails. The primordial wind lets you choose from an expanded list of spells when you learn a warlock spell. The following spells are added to the warlock spell list for you: Chaos Bolt and Cure Wounds, Healing Spirit and Lesser Restoration, Haste and Revivify, Death Ward, Summon Elemental, and Control Winds and Mass Cure Wounds. Primordial Thaumaturgy. At first level, you learn the Gust cantrip. It counts as a warlock cantrip for you, but doesn't count against the number of cantrips you know. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, roll a d4. Until your next short or long rest, you know an additional cantrip depending on the result of the roll, which counts as a warlock cantrip for you, but does not count against the number of cantrips that you do know. The following table shows which cantrips are associated with each number. So 1 is Control Flames, 2 is Mold Earth, 3 is Shape Water, and 4 is Druidcraft. I love that. Wind's Blessing. Also at first level, your patron blesses you with a reservoir of their elemental energy. You gain a pool of wind points equal to your warlock level. As a bonus action, you can choose a creature other than yourself that you can see within 30 feet of you, and expend any number of wind points from this pool to ward them with your patron's energy. That creature gains 2 temporary hit points for each wind point expended, which lasts for 10 minutes. So long as a creature has at least one of these temporary hit points, it gains a bonus to its movement speed equal to 5 times your proficiency bonus. You regain all expended wind points after you finish a short or long rest. Very cool. Starting at 6th level, whenever you restore hit points to a creature using a spell, or grant temporary hit points to a creature using your Wind's Blessing feature, that creature can immediately use their reaction to move to up to half of their movement speed in any direction without provoking opportunity attacks. Additionally, once per turn, you can spend 2 wind points to dash or disengage without requiring an action. At 10th level, your patron gives you access to further healing magic. You gain 2 additional warlock spell slots, which are designated as healing slots. Healing slots are only regained on a long rest rather than on a short or long rest, and can only be used to cast a spell that restores hit points. And Step as Clouds. Starting at 14th level, you learn the Windwalk spell. It counts as a warlock spell for you, but doesn't count against the number of warlock spells you know. Very cool. I love it. 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 It became a lot more cohesive. I adore these changes. The point system is a great solution. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, they are in a medieval universe, and I just need help with some encounters in a place where most people are birds or humans with wingsuits. Not like the modern kind, they act like wings. Ooh, fun. Okay, alright, so this is like a sky or air-based society. Is that basically what's going on in this universe? So you got rocks, first of all, big motherfucking birds. Just that kind of dog fights, you know, look at you know, dogfight footage, which is super cool. Look at videos of the Blue Angels for like maneuvers that you could try to pull in combat or other things. You could do a race, like, you know, races between people. Let's see, I mean, dragons. I mean, I'm partial to dragons. I love a good dragon. So, and this game is called Dungeons and Dragons. At least, you know, what I'm playing is called. I don't know what system you are playing, but any excuse to add a dragon in. You could take inspiration from for those of you for those of the people, are they mechanical wingsuits or are they just magic? Like, is it an artificer thing, or is it just like you just strap these babies on and they just automatically act? Okay, 5e, cool. Because if it's like a mechanical thing, I automatically think of gremlins. You know, they used to call in World War II with the planes, they used to talk about gremlins would fuck with the engines. What if you actually had gremlins that infected various flying suits, if that's what's happening? And even with magic, you could like have magic gremlins. Sure, why not? If you've ever watched Looney Tunes, watch the one with the gremlin, and it's really fucking funny. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see here. Are you looking just for combat encounters, or non-combat, or a little bit of both? You can look into the Githyanki. They fly on dragons. That could be something. Ooh, there's phoenixes. That's fun. Hang on, what does it say about phoenixes? On both, because the party has one that's wind magic, but most of them are machines. Any counter. Okay. So yeah, those are my initial ideas. So that's fun. There's phoenixes. I don't know what level they are, but whoa, that's a challenge 16. Well, this could be a non-combat encounter. They're neutral, so a big fiery fucking bird showing up could be a thing. My cats are fighting. Level 7. Okay, good to know. Let's see, what other cool flying stuff is there out there? Let's see. There are flying demons, floating islands, if you're not already doing that. That's what I imagined when you described it, so it might already be that, but you know, if it's a floating island, I automatically seen them like chained together or chained to something. You can finally hear me! Welcome in, Safi! Just in time for us to be almost done in 10 minutes, but I'm glad you dropped by anyway. But if you do the whole floating island thing, you could have an encounter where one breaks free and they have to go grab it somehow. Level 7, I would... Have you been keeping up with Discord? Yes, I went through all of your minerals earlier in the stream. When you were... I was literally just starting when you first came by. Most things are on the ground. Oh, okay, so it's just that their mode of travel is flight. Okay. Alright. Alright, so it's like I assume it's like Aarakocra and things like that. I sent the entire hand biology with Tree of Thumbs and Pinky. Yes, I went through that and I was very excited. It was very funny. I like that it's you included that, you know, which ones ate each other and stuff like that. It was very, very fun. So my initial question is, if all of these bird people and stuff, and most people that live in this place, yeah, floating islands, yeah, if one breaks away or you know, if you have like the floating islands and it's like the top of it is like green and lush with buildings, and then the bottom is like an underside of like rock, you could have the little stalagmite dudes that like come like whip around with tentacles and stuff like that and try to get you while you're flying past. There could be a dungeon that's broken Worms Terraria style. Yeah, you definitely could do that. You could just like, as one of the floating islands is there, you could see like there's an entrance to a dungeon, or a cave or something like that, and it could be an upside down dungeon, which could be very, very cool because it like tapers off. Boggles writing blink dogs. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do. Just go through books, go through monster manuals, go through Pinterest. Pinterest is my big one, where I just go in and I'm just like flying monster, and you'll just get a bunch of just images or ideas from there. So harpies, obviously harpies. Those are the straightforward ones. You know, sirens singing people into a sniper. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, if you got a reason for an assassin to be chasing any of your characters, I mean, a sniper posting itself up on a floating island is pretty intense. Um, I mean, sure, why not? It's a really good bow person. Railgun heavy Call of Duty. Um, oh, you could also look. I don't know how many of the D&D. The Primordial Wind subclass is now very monkish. Yes, intentionally so. I honed in on the healer that grants mobility to their allies vibe and added some elements of elemental chaos is in there. Chaos in there, bleh, since these things are elemental forces of nature, hence the addition of Chaos Bolt in the Primordial Thaumaturgy feature. Yeah. Have all of them go down one by one. Woof. You could also probably find a lot of stuff in Mythic Odysseys of Theros or whatever, because the Greeks loved a good flying person or creature or whatever. You know, Icarus, of course. You know, Pegasus, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, just go look through any books that you have and just flip through and look at a picture. If you find a cool picture that kind of goes with a vibe that you're thinking of, look at that page. There's fucking thunderstorms. If you're flying around with mechanical wings, thunderstorms are gonna be a problem for you. Or even rain. It doesn't even have to be a whole thing. Never kept you updated in the campaign I kidnapped Azul into. I mean, no, tell me about it. Threatening bad guys with Hermes-style boots. That's fun. Yeah, a whole gang of guys that mug people in the air because they got, like, winged boots. That's fun. Yeah, there's a lot of places you can go with that. So, I mean, again, I'm about to end the stream in about 4 minutes. So, but feel free to go into the Discord. New addition to the cast, Air Genasi, who failed wizard school, tried alchemy, ends up doing wild magic by shoving random things into their potion. Also, they throw their potion with a gun. Wow, that's fun. I actually love all of that. That's super fun. Having that's something that's not used nearly enough as a character backstory. Failure. Like, why are you a level 1, you know, whatever? Oh, because I tried to study or do this thing, but I failed miserably, so I'm trying this. So, and it's a great way of having, like, an older character as a level 1. That's funny, and I love that. I love the fact that somebody, like, failed out of university and is just like, I'm a barista now that shoots coffee with guns. Air muggers, that sounds right up my alley, like a motorcycle purse stealer. Yeah, for real. Like, what if, or like, depending on, you know, what they're trying to do, they try to get them to crash and burn, so they, like, hit their wing on purpose, and then they go into, like, a death spin, and then the character has to figure out with the party how to make that stop, and, you know, feather, hopefully somebody has feather fall at level 7, I'd imagine so, but still, you know, the party and all the other people stuck here haven't eaten for almost a week. There's almost 200 people. The big bad evil guy gave 100 plates of food and watched as everyone started fighting for food. There were fireballs cast around the room. Or everybody could have split their food. But maybe I'm silly like that. Everybody could have just eaten half of their food. And that was it. people were greedy. Of course they were. That's annoying. Keep in mind there's greedy bitches here. Yeah, no, fair. The auto mod got you for bitches. How dare you? How dare you curse? Ah, guide the raid. Thank you, Stinks. Yes, we will do cartographer. I like them. One single table flip was enough to... Oh, God. That's awful! Alright. Let me get... Here we go. Alright. Cool. Make sure that's good. One single... that you are awful, but I get it. Good social experiment. I know that's the point of the whole basis of your campaign, so I get it. They haven't seen the next trial, it'll all be 100% psychological abuse. Well, I hope you have fun. You certainly seem to be having fun. Sounds stressful in a funny way. I would have to very specifically make a character I don't care about to play in your game. Like, for real, though. Alright, so we're gonna call it there for today. I will be in the Discord when I can, in between cleaning up, prepping dinner, and getting myself ready for the gym. So feel free to post in there any more thoughts. Everyone's having fun finding clues. A good mystery man is great. But we're gonna go ahead and raid Cartographer. Less about making characters don't care about, and more so not attaching yourself to any of the NPCs. Yeah, see, that's why I don't know if I'd have fun in your campaign, but that's just me. I get very attached to characters very easily. So, but thank you guys for hanging out on the Monday stream. Once again, Wednesday, we're back to World Building Wednesday. Despair. And we're gonna have an extra long stream, I hope. That's the plan anyway. So I would have taken advantage of that, which is why I won't play in your game. You're a bad person. You're scary. You scare me, Safi. You truly scare me sometime. But Wednesday will be our extra long stream, so we'll be able to talk more as you guys fill in ideas over at the Discord. Please tell me more about your ideas for my campaign, your campaign, my world, your worlds, whatever. If you need help, feel free to go over there. And yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday, 12 Eastern, and we'll hang out then. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, take care of yourself. Don't forget to play pretend. And have a good day. Don't worry, if I ever make a campaign you join, it'll be Cottagecore campaign, where you gotta help people kill classic demons. I could fuck with that. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. But I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good day.